Let's say you want to be able to change the background of your image, but your model's hair is wispy and has a lot of details around the edge. After editing in Adobe Camera Raw, you need to open the image as a copy in Photoshop. Photoshop is much more powerful than Adobe Camera Raw and offers much more creative freedom. Opening your image as a copy automatically duplicates the raw file and you'll begin to edit the replica rather than the original raw file. This means you will not alter your original file. After opening your image in Photoshop, you need to unlock your background layer. You can do this by double-clicking on the lock pad. This will convert this to a normal layer. Next, you need to select the polygonal lasso tool. If this is not showing up in your toolbar, you can right-click on the lasso tool and a drop-down bar will appear. Select the polygonal lasso tool. Once that is selected, create a rough selection of your model. Make sure you do not select any of the background and only your model. If you've never used this tool before, you can use it by clicking on the image and it will start the selection. Each time you click, the edge will be created and it will create a pivot in the shape. To close the object, you must click on the beginning of this selection. Once you get this done, go ahead and click Select and Mask. Under View mode, you are given many options to view your selection. For this objective, I recommend using onion skin. You have the option to change your transparency of the onion skin. The higher the number, the less transparent it will be, and you will only be able to see your selection. The lower the transparency, the more of the image you'll be able to see. I'm going to change mine to about 20%, just so I'm able to see where my model's hair is. After that, you're going to select the Refine Edge Brush tool, which is located on the left side of the screen. Before using this tool, double check that you select on the plus sign rather than the negative symbol. This simply means that you are adding to your previous selection. Begin to brush over your model's hair by holding down the mouse. You will see the Refine Edge Brush tool is beginning to pick up the edges of your model's hair. After the outline of the model's hair is done, you can select the brush tool, which is located right below the Refine Edge Brush tool. You can now brush over the parts of the model that were erased to add them back. You also have the ability to change the harshness of the tool by selecting the icon next to the plus and negative symbol. You can also zoom in and out by holding Command, Negative, and Plus on a Mac keyboard. By using your bracket keys, you are able to adjust the size of the brush. Periodically, I also like to zoom and boost my transparency up to 100 to see how well my selection is doing. If you realize that you selected something that you did not want, you can select a negative symbol. This will work just like the previous tool you were using, but rather than adding to the selection, it will subtract from it. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to be doing the greatest selection, and I'm going to speed up my process. When you're happy with your selection, you can go ahead and click OK. You will see marching ants surround your selection. In the Layer panel, click on Create a Layer Mask. This will delete everything that was not in your selection. In this case, it deleted the background. Today you learned how to use the Refine Edge Brush tool to remove a subject from their background.